Hey, how y'all doing today? We here in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who sent his prophets. One name was Isa or Jesus. And a lot of people try to skip over it, but it's not true. You can't skip over Jesus. So, as many things as Walid means adopted son, Ibn, which means son, Ben means son in Hebrew. So the thing about adopted son and this and that, people try to throw you off. So let's get with this here. We're going to read Al Taqra. Is chapter 7 revealed in the year 612 AD. So you have AD before the ad or the death. And then after the death, it was before the death was BC. After the death was AD. After the death what they would call Jesus. Now, it said, pick up your cross and walk with it. Okay, not a little cross on your chest. Pick up your cross and walk with it. Put on your white to represent purity. So those who call themselves white only place themselves in the position to be worthy if they continue to do what they need to do. Even though many things was done on both black and white because of the programming and because of the nature of kill and be killed. So the angelic realm, which I am about with, that gives me the power to speak to you, both black and both white, to explain to you, stop being an angry man, and to get into the book written by, okay, for the HTM, so the HTM can go and teach the world. And this was the whole thing about 144,000 that would teach the world. So basically, nah, I'm not part of the 144,000. You know, you're part of the 144,000. I'm teaching you to teach others. But anyway, chapter 7, revealed in the year 612, Al Takra. It means a condensed ball. Original chapter 7, wrong chapter 81. It says, begin all prayers and thinking by using the name of the source. We talk about the source, we talk about the source of life. That name is Allah. The name is not Jesus because Jesus said, me, myself, I can't really do nothing. All I got to do by the will of the source, which the name is Allah, to concur with the writings of the prophets who was giving the energy from the angels who corrected the first angels who left behind their children called the Pharaoh. So that's about a good scenario. And if you follow me, you will see what I'm saying. When the sun is condensed into a ball and the najum are darkened, and when the mountains are moved, and when el ishar are gathered, when the seas cause to boil and burn, the nufus are remated. The infant girls will ask, for what disagreeable act were they buried? And the scrolls of the deeds unfold. Okay, so what it's saying, when El Shams, the sun, loses its light and is condensed into the Korat, a ball of solar eclipse, and when the Al Najum, the stars are darkened, which is called the lunar eclipse, and when Al-Jabal, the mountains are moved and was called multiple earthquakes. And when Al-Ishar, the she camels are abandoned, when herders abandon their herds. And when Al-Wahush, the wild beasts are being herded together as beasts are being kept in cages now. And when the seas are cursed or caused to boil and burn, when all water is polluted, and when Al Nufurs, the spirits are remitted with their bodies, and that's what the New Age movement of spiritualism, the connecting of your soul with your oversoul, so you know that you'll be able to utilize your inner senses. And when the infant girls who are buried alive are ilak, the word ilak means ask, for what zenib or what faults or what guilty action are they killed? So they're talking about the birth control approved and people using it and killing off the future that is not theirs, that was not their choice. That is the purpose of women having children. That's the purpose of women be able to have the ability to procreate, to rejoice and be exceedingly glad, and to replenish the earth in every generation, to teach the children, to have compassion and love for the children, to do those things that those who are selfish refuse to do. Okay, when the heavenly skies are pulled from these places, Jahid made ablaze and Jannat is brought near. Every spirit will know what it presented. He doesn't swear by the orbiting stars and the setting canas. The Quran is a saying of Rasul Muhammad. He is the source of power and the essence of the throne. The the heavenly skies are pulled from its place, meteorites, showers, and stars. And when the Jahid hell is made to blaze volcanoes, and when the Jannat, the enclosed garden of delight, is brought near, which is called the last days, that every nafs, the word nafs means person, will know all that which it has presented. I, the Eloheem, Michael, also known as Murdoch, do not have to swear by Al-Qanus, the movement of the solar system and stars, which is called astrology, or the running and the Qanus, the gliding constellations, which is called the zodiacal, and by the layer or the shadow hour period when it ends, and by the shub, the early daytime hour when it dissolves into the light of the day. Surely it is a call, a saying of one scent, which is new school Gabriel in honor. So this is where they introduce me in this here as new school, as Gabriel, and you can just Google me, new school, NUSKQU, NUSKQU. This is the source and power within the essence of the throne that has a firm place. So it's telling you the source and power that's connected with the heavens that have a firm place. That's who I am. That's who I be. What is will always be. What's not will never be. As you could have said it, but I said it. You could reiterate, but I'm still the original because you did not know, because it was not given unto you. And as we continue this walk, the light of the sun that we created will not be brighter than me. I am the biggest sun. I am the light of lights. All El Nor or Nor man. And check the facts and you will see. Ahmed is faithful and Amin Meccans. Muhammad is not Majnun. He saw Gabriel on a clear horizon. Now we're talking about Gabriel and we're talking about Haru or Horizon. We're talking about the names that was given in Kemet, right? So we're putting it all down as Gabriel, Igigi, Horizon, Horus, the children that was left behind by the original angelic beings from the crew of Inki and Nenti. New School is not a function to teach him about the Gabby. So okay, it said I was not, and I'm not reluctant to teach him about the Gabby. The word Gabby means unseen. Okay, so it says wasn't reluctant in that time when the Prophet Muhammad. I'm not reluctant from the descendants of the Prophet Muhammad, the same bloodline of that which is special, or they say the Christ, the blood of Christ. So they're talking about one man, the blood of Christ. When it was many prophets, they're talking about the bloodline that we gave our spirit to continue the Enochites, Lulu Amilu, things of that nature. Quran is not a saying of a shaitan. Quran is only a reminder to the known worlds. So Quran is a reminder for those here to take them on high in the cosmos, extra dimensional travel and thinking, to give them back that which was taken from them from birth due to improper programming of those who thought they could flip over that which we run. We run this. We run this. The people run nothing but their mouth. And those who went to them in their schools and were programmed wrongly and thought they were leaders and started leading people into the slaughter when we told you about separation until we came here to make the distinction as high priests and overseers of this realm. O you Enochites, your companion Muhammad has not gone mad. So those who say that they are Muslim, you have not gone mad. Because no one has the ability to be on your frequency as supreme beings or those who are rising up out of whatever culture that you have, and now you rising up to be obedient in Allah under the religion. There's some that's of the Atla bait that's in the way of life that you cannot obtain to unless you are chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But don't get it twisted. And indeed, Ahmed, you saw New School on a clear horizon. You saw New School Gabriel. And he, the Eloheem Anunnaki New School, which is I, is not reluctant to teach you. And I'm not reluctant to teach you. I'm not reluctant to teach those who consider to be white, those who consider to be black. But when you do the truth and you hold these secrets, you know you're wrong for that. You know you're wrong for that. Okay? So, and it is not a saying of the rejected Al Shaitan, the cursed, disagreeable, malevolent ones. So where are you? Where are you inner sights going? It's saying to you, where are you going? Where you think you're going to heaven? When heaven came down to here to explain to you, to you have 1,000 years one day as a jubilee, which we are in right now for you. It's not a jubilee for the angelic realms. We gonna be here forever and ever and ever. We created this, and we can recreate the create something different. But for you, those who are obedient, those who bow down in repentance and don't sin again, you will be in the jubilee. You will understand about not dying. You will understand about the frequency and the energy that reside within you. It is the Quran. The Quran is but a dhikrum. The word dhikrum means reminder for all the known worlds. So when you hear Pluto and Plato and and all these galactical stars, those are the known worlds that this book addresses. So you will not feel on earth and thinking that you're running nothing. You don't run nothing but your mouth. You are commanded to do certain things. You're commanded to respect each other. You're commanded to help each other, to feed the poor. Uh, we're gonna go about that in a minute about feeding the poor after this. It is for those of you who want to be on the straight path. It's only one path that's called the straight path. Some people call it narrow. Some people say that other people that's not on the straight path is on the wide road or whatever. Some people call it Sirat al Mustaqim, the path that's fine and thin like a razor blade that you have to do the tiptoe to walk over. And you, the Enocytes, would not will it if the source or sustainer of the known world did not will it for you. These things that I say to you, each and every one of you right now, it wouldn't be available to you if Allah didn't see mercy and grace to give you this right now. So, bow your head and we're going to say a prayer asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give and continue to guide you to that path, for you to change your life and be born again. So we begin the prayer saying, all gratitude is due to the source, the Most High. It says, begin all prayers and thinking by using the name of the source. So we say Allah. So we say, Bismillah, or Rahmani, or Rahim. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, or Rahmani, or Rahim. Maliki Yawmuddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratu alladhina an'amta alayhim. Gairu maktubi alayhim waladhdallin. We say all praises due to Allah, the Most High, the yield, the merciful of all things. Guide us to the path. He already guided you. You hear this, you are being guided to the path of Allah. All you have to do now is understand that there are two complete baptisms. One is the immersion of the water, and the other one is to acknowledge from your mouth and your heart, confirm with your heart the truth about what Allah has sent through the prophets. And the last prophet was the Prophet Muhammad. Don't deny the Prophet Muhammad if you want to be saved. You have to do the investigation. I can tell you all day, but I can lead you, and Allah can compel you and bring you. But if you do not abide, the Spirit will not come to you. The spirit is when the spirit comes to you. Your body is not solid. Your body is whole. You got organs, you got hearts. So the spirit comes down through the top of your head and go into your heart and cleanse your heart. You become a new person because now you're being led by the spirit. So you become a dual person. You have a dual personality. You start to change your ways. And then when people see you, they don't understand. And those that claim to be in the seats of Moses, or those who have taken the title to be imams and reverends and preachers and gurus, they don't understand. This is why it's imperative to understand the Master Elohim, who is a Elohim connected with the Anunnaki or an angelic being. So we're going to end this. We said the prayer, and I suggest you say the Lord's Prayer, the 23rd Psalms, and we'll get into that in the next episode. Peace, shalom, assalamu alaikum, rahubat, amasta.